Hello everybody, welcome back to another review. Today I will be going over the Spider-Man Armadillo, or Spider-Man No Way Home Armadillo BAF set. There are 7 figures in the set. I do not have the Spider-Man without a Build-A-Figure piece. I thought there was no need to get that. Waste $20 on a figure I won't display. Or won't need a Build-A-Figure piece. There are 6 figures that I will be reviewing. Spider-Man, Jonah Jameson, Miles Morales, Morlun, and Shriek, and then going over the Build-A-Figure Armadillo. So I found these at Walmart, all 6. I thought this was going to come in December for the No Way Home movie, but it's not. So let's get in with the figure I want the least, or I don't care about the most. And that's black and gold suit Spider-Man. Spider-Man No Way Home on the front with a picture of the figure, or the figure. Spider-Man right there. Spider-Man relies on his black and gold suit and abilities to defend against threats. Very non-descriptive there for reasons. This is, I mean, they don't want to spoil it. Nice spider on the top. The background design, as you can see, is just a spider. I don't really care about that one. Comes with one of Armadillo's legs. And it comes with 2 web-slinging hands, which every Spider-Man has to come with. And if they don't, then it's not a Spider-Man figure. So here is the figure. It is pretty basic. I think it's just the Far From Home. Yep, Far From Home one, just repainted. So if you have that figure, you know what you're expecting here. And it's the same Spider-Man. Now there's a couple, it's black with gold. Plain black here, but there is a thing that's weird to me. The red here, I don't know if this goes over that red and black suit, the Far From Home suit. If it does, that would make total sense for why it's like this. Maybe this is to defend electricity or something. No extra head sculpts. That's all you get for heads. To get the hands, he comes with 2 holding hands. He can shoot people with guns. Like I have this Black Series gun right here. You ever seen that? Spider-Man shooting a gun. As you can see, I don't know what to say about this figure. To take the hands, you just unplug it and plug it back in, and he can be shooting webs. Which, like I said, every Spider-Man has to come with web shooting hands, and if they don't, what is the point? Let's go over articulation now. So the head, it is on a, the head won't come off. Okay, it's on a hinge joint. Head goes up, which means, yep, this will be good. Head goes down, very good. You can bury his chin. There is not that much tilt. A little bit. Full 360. The arm goes up, the arm goes down. Full rotation on the shoulder. And there's also the bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, not pinless, because like I said, this is a repaint. Gotta get some reuse here. Full on hinge here for the wrist, and full 360. There's also butterfly joints, which is good for Spider-Man because they need to get in those poses. Ab crunch goes down to about there, goes back to about there, pretty good. There is a waist swivel. The leg can get up, can get back, and can get out. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, not pinless. And this just hinges. You can kind of tell what's new and what's old by pinless and non-pinless. So this was Spider-Man. Now let's go to a figure who I don't really know much about the character. And that will be Morlun. I do not know much about the Morlun character. This is a completely new character to me. They teased one of his hands after a live stream. That's all I know about this. Here's the front of the box. Side of the box, nice picture of him. I know he's a vampire. On the back. From the darkness, the vampire Morlun hunts Spider-Man in the efforts to slay the superhero and feed off his powers. The top is the Spider-Man logo. Take him on the box. He has that old Spider-Man background from the Kingpin wave I remember. I think it was in the Lizard, though. I don't quote me on that. he comes with one of Armadillo's arms. Oh, and it already came out of the package. Hopefully that is not an issue. First off, he comes with an alternate head. This just looks like to be an angry head. We'll show that quick. If we'll focus. So it's kind of angry. And when I originally looked at this figure, I noticed this. Now, I think this is to prevent warping, which is good. They're taking that into consideration. It's good, good, good. And this, I think, is some reuse, to be honest. The pants are for sure reuse. This piece is new. It's kind of a hangover that a cover up. You can't. There's no ab crunch. It's covered up by this, which sucks a lot. It's a $20 figure, and you don't get an ab crunch, just like the 6-arm Spider-Man. And I don't have the Hellfire box set, but the arms might be reused from that. The hands are, of course, new because of the design there. Other than that, if you're just gonna stand it there, it looks kind of off to me. No ab crunch makes it look like a statue. I'm not feeling it. It's probably going to be in the back of my shelf. Just like that. It's not the worst thing. The head sculpt, well, what's the difference? Oh, okay. There's a difference. Those are the two head sculpts next to each other. And to swap them out, you just pop it on like that. Hinge joint there. So, yeah, this is mostly reused then. And you just pop it back. Okay, well, this is harder than I thought. Alright, so you probably could take this piece off if you heat it up and took the arms out, because the head is removable. Other than that, kind of plain figure. Pant color matches the cuffs. And then a nice silver paint with a red kind of ruby in the center, which looks nice. Really pops. Stays in the back. You see that red and blue right away before you see anything else. The hair, I think, will hinder some articulation. Oh, just notice that there's 2 buttons on the back. Another cuff. Okay, this looks pretty nice. Nice. Could be a Blade villain if you wanted to. I think this is maybe the second vampire we got, along with, of course, Morbius. He has like 2 figures from Hasbro, I believe. Not much to say here. The belt buckle. Yeah, okay. You can kind of see under there. It is just the normal suit. The normal suit right under there. Just a cover up. It's moving around. And the hands, like they teased. There you go. If it will focus. Just like that. Painted red. Nice. Good pop if you can see it that well. Not much more to go over on Moreland. Again, kind of plain Jane figure. Let's go over articulation. The head goes up, not that much, down, decent. Full 360. I don't think it probably will get around with force. Probably no tilt. Yep, no tilt at all. The arm goes up. That was kind of stiff. Full bicep. Double joint elbow. It is not pinless, so it's old. And the sculpt kind of gets in the way with the movement there. The wrist hinges. Back and forth and full swivel. Again, there is an ab crunch. It's just going to be hard to get to, so I'd have to hold this down. And, oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. You can get that far down with the ab crunch. And then, this is, okay, I take back what I said. I didn't try the ab crunch, but it's nice, because this is super soft. Waist swivel, out, forward, back. There's thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, and the normal ankle hinge rotation. So that is Morlun. Again, not a character I'm familiar with, but a new character nonetheless, which is good. We need more new characters. I think we're getting a new one. I think they teased that. But another new character is Shriek. I know more about her than Morlun because I saw the Venom movie. I had heard about her from the Maximum Carnage run, but now we have her comic book figure, and I got this the day after I saw the Venom movie, so I thought that was nice. Here's the front, the side, and the back. Bio reads, Francis Louise Barrison, aka Shriek, escapes from captivity and forms a twisted family with like-minded villains and to terrorize Spider-Man. Same background as Moreland. There is a separate floating piece for the kind of, I'd say, shoulder pads of Armadillo. And she does come with a torso. She comes with multiple hands. The first two are two holding hands. Which is good, 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 good. And two punching hands. If I could get them out. Two punching hands. Now, when I looked at this figure before, I noticed something, and I don't know if it's entirely true, but I believe this might be a new sculpt. Because it is pinless, and it has double-jointed elbows. Double-jointed knees. I think they had that, though. It's all pinless, so I believe this is a new women's body, which is good. Now, saying that, is still kind of plain. It's black and white. There's not much you're going to get out of this figure for design. No major sculpting. Just the normal figure. Black and white. There's a floating belt piece. Just sculpted in a gray plastic. And a floating bracelet piece. Again, sculpted in that gray plastic. This is kind of the same with women figures. They like to reuse. But this is what the head sculpt looks like. I think that pretty good head sculpt. I like the eye. There's, I think, earrings you can see back there. But yeah. So if I am wrong, I'm wrong. But I think this is new sculpt because I don't have much women figures besides that Quantum Suit Black Widow from 2019 that have double jointed elbows. So this is very good. You can finally they're doing the women's figures justice. But there's not much more to say about Shriek. She's black suit and has a white kind of paint on it. Now there will be some chipping unless you treat your figures carefully. Let's go over the head sculpt. I mean, not the head sculpt, the articulation. Sorry about that. The hair, nice wavy, will probably get in the way because I can already tell it doesn't go up the best. Doesn't go down the best because this piece goes over. Not gonna have the best tilt. Not the best tilt. You can barely get full 360. The arm goes up. There is bicep swivel. Let's go. No elbow swivel here. And there is the double jointed pinless elbows. Wrist hinge. And full 360. There is a diaphragm joint. That will get you pretty good. No waist swivel though. They usually don't do that with diaphragm joints. Leg goes up. Leg goes back. And leg goes out. Super kick. Normal ankle rotation. So that was Shriek. Again, another new character. Which is good. We're getting new characters. And now we're going to go to another new character, but this time from the MCU. And it's Jonah Jameson. Hopefully we get a old Spider-Man movies, the rainy Spider-Man movies, Jonah Jameson. Or they could have just added an alternate head. I don't know why they didn't do that. Because they can do Venom. But this is what he looks like in the box. I noticed this was kind of weird because usually you get a picture of their face, but this one has Jonah Jameson and Spider-Man. The back of the box is just the Jonah... Maybe because there's no promotional images of Jonah Jameson. But that is just the news article, or the news, not article, news video. And it reads, behind the anchor desk on the Daily Bugle website, Jameson does everything he can to sling mud at his greatest adversary, Spider-Man. Spider-Man logo at the top. Now this, I'm going to have to keep. The background is the Daily Bugle. So yeah, he comes with another one of Armadillo's arms. Imagine if you only collect movie figures. You probably have a bunch of Build-A-Figure pieces sitting all over. First, let's get his extra hands, which are just 2 flat hands, probably put on a desk. Oh, there is a ring on this one. That is nice. Nice, nice, nice. So 2 kind of flat hands, like he's on the desk. I'm not going to switch the hands because I like the finger pointing one and the nose picking one. It comes with an alternate head, which I'm never going to put on. Screaming head, which, why wouldn't you? The plain face head, we're going to pop that off. Pop this one on. And now he can scream at someone. And that's the Jonah Jameson I want. Now, I think this is complete reuse. So if you have a suited body, you know what you're getting. Not much to say. It's kind of like Moreland. The pants are the same as Moreland. So, I'm not going to go over the legs much. Even the boots are the same as Moreland. Actually, they're different. They have a different top design. But mine here were stiff at the beginning until I started moving them around. I got them to be less stiff. I kind of have to do with most of those. And there is the printing on the figure for some reason. I hate when they do that. That kind of takes me away from the believableness of the 6-inch figures on my shelf being real. The belt is painted black with a gold belt buckle on it. Nice kind of sky blue piece right there for his undershirt, but the rest is just a blue. Like, I don't know what kind of blue, but yeah. So J.K. Simmons, this is the head sculpt. Pretty good likeness there. And the nice bald spot. But yeah, there's not much to go over on this. It's kind of plain figure, but it's a good figure to have. Could need Jonah Jameson for many things. The head goes up. The head goes down. Full 360. This is a hinge. Full 360. And a little bit of tilt. The arm goes up. The arm goes down. It is a full 360 with a bicep swivel. Double jointed arm with huge pins. There's going to be ab crunch there. You can kind of get it. Kind of going back. Full waist swivel there. The leg goes out, kind of hindered by the coat jacket. The leg goes up, not that, kind of hindered again. And the leg goes back. Never going to be the best, but that was pretty good. Full thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and ankle movement. So, I mean, this is a good figure, good looking figure. I mean, could he use a classic J.K. Simmons, Jonah Jameson? But this is good. You can just have him yelling over there. Now, I can't... Okay, next, we're going to do Doctor Strange because you can't end a Spider-Man set by reviewing a Doctor Strange. So, this is just, I think, a little bit of new pieces on this Doctor Strange. But other than that, some reuse. Now, I wonder what they're going to do for the Doctor Strange movie. Are they going to completely re-release this figure, just without the Build-A-Figure piece? Or are they going to make me buy a new one with another Build-A-Figure piece? I don't know. This is the front. Side, nice picture of Benedict Cumberbatch. The back, that's an even better picture of Benedict Cumberbatch. The bio reads, possessing vast magical knowledge and skills to call upon Earth's master of the mystic arts, steps into the battlefield. Again, very non-descriptive, maybe to avoid spoilers. The background is just a spider. And he also comes with a floating piece for the Cloak of Levitation. This is how it was in the packaging. Just holding it in, and it comes right out. And this, I compared it to my other Doctor Strange, and this is lighter than it. A lighter shade of red. You can mix and match. And more plastic. Recycle or throw away, depending on what you do. He comes with the head of Armadillo. He comes with 2 holding hands. Right there. Now, he also comes with, these are good. Good thing we needed here, 2 kind of power hands. And those are nice. 2 different sizes, which is good. The bigger one is the right hand, the smaller one is the left hand. So you can go like that, or like that. So we'll get that on a little bit. And here is Doctor Strange. Now I know for sure that this piece is new. That's kind of it. This is pinless, so this is new. I think the whole top might be new. 2 different shades of blue here. This is lighter, this is darker. And he has the Eye of Agamotto. I do not know if that is a spoiler or not, but it might be, it might not. So I think this piece is reuse, and the legs are complete reuse. And this is a new head sculpt, which looks really good, like Benedict Cumberbatch. Now the cloak, there's a pin on the back, and it just pins right in there. And I think there you go, and you can have him with his cloak of levitation. That looks good. That looks pretty good. Now for the power hands, you just unplug these ones, because that one was hard though, bro. What? Come on, and you just plug it. You might want to press down on, because this is kind of pushing in, so you might want to press down on the fingertips. And this is what it looks like with the power hands. That's good. That's Doctor Strange. Now I don't need to replace my Doctor Strange, or I don't need to buy a new one unless Hasbro goes out and re-releases the same figure with a new Build-A-Figure piece. But yeah, I'm going to have to take these pieces off for articulation. The Eye of Agamotto is a floating piece, so it can take off, and you can put it on Spider-Man. You can also put this on Spider-Man to make Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. But that is already a figure that I do not have. So let's go over articulation. The head goes up. It is on a dumbbell joint. The head goes up. Barely going up. Head goes down. Full 360. Tilt. The arm goes up. And one thing I noticed, look at that bicep joint. It looks kind of off to me, but it looks seamless. This whole arm looks perfect. From here, it barely looks like he has a joint. Pinless. This one's kind of loose. Pinless, double elbow, and my arm's stiff. There we go. Pinless, double elbow, wrist hinge, and full articulation. Diaphragm joint. So last figure, mine could come apart. This one is not coming apart, but this bottom blue and this brown are 2 separate pieces. So this whole thing just moves. Then the leg, it will be very hindered by the dress, skirt thing, back, barely any out. There is a quad swivel up there, trust me. My knees are loose, but there's double jointed knees. And there's boot articulation. I think the first one of the wave with boot articulation. Down and normal hinge for Doctor Strange. So mine's very loose. But this is a good upgrade to the last Doctor Strange. And that last Doctor Strange was a good upgrade to the previous Doctor Strange. So this is technically the 4th movie Doctor Strange. But one was in astral form, which I need that. So they really just perfected the Benedict Cumberbatch face. And I am not complaining. So now we're going to get to the last normal figure of the set, which is Miles Morales from the Gamerverse. Now, I usually look at these figures beforehand. Sorry about that. And this one surprised me. I didn't want this one, and now I love it. This is what the box looks like. The normal white for the Gamerverse. Side, I haven't played the game, but side image of him. Nice picture from the game. It says, when a fierce power struggle threatens to destroy his new home, Miles Morales realizes that with great power also comes great responsibility. Oh, wow. Spider-Man quote. Nice spider electricity. So I have no idea what's up with this electricity. Like I said, I've never played the game. He's not on my Gamerverse shelf. I don't have the comic book Miles Morales from the Space Venom wave. And the movie Miles Morales is not on the... He doesn't like have a normal costume. So he comes with 2 electricity hands. Now I have no idea what this is all about. But they're here. I won't use them. Now he comes with... I think this is a first for me. 2 kind of putting down hands, which is great. So he can go like this on walls and wall climb. No, that's not all the hands. he has to come with 2 punching hands too. And he comes with an alternate head. Look at that. Pretty good head sculpt. And he comes with a piece of Armadillo. And this is Miles Morales, and he is so sick. He moves around super good. Get him in a lot of poses. Very fluid with the movements. And a nice sculpt. Kind of, I thought on the shelf I was like plain black. Nope. Even the black is sculpted. Other than that, it's red with the white eyes. To swap head sculpts, you just pop here with this dumbbell joint. You pop the other head sculpt on if it goes on. And that's what that looks like. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Miles Morales is awesome, but the head sculpt's good, but I want this for my hero shelf because I like all the costumes. But yeah, it's Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man, it's Miles Morales. Ultimate Spider-Man. Nope, that's not. So, you can have him pose like this. So, this is, I think, how I'll do it. You can get him like this, and then you can swap this hand out for this. And now, look. You can have him kind of wall climbing and shooting. So, just like this. You see that back there? Like that. Not much more to go over, but except for articulation. Head goes up. Pretty good there. Down. Pretty good there. Full 360. Tilt. Really good tilt. Look at that. Arm goes up. It's kind of not going 90 for some reason. Full 360 though. Bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows. Wrist hinge. And swivel. And now he wants you to join the Dark Order. Look at that. Oh, I love when figures can do this. He has a butterfly joint too. Not the best. Not as good as Hulk's for some reason. Look at that ab crunch. Look at that. He can basically get into a ball. Waist swivel. Leg out. Leg up. Leg back. Thigh swivel. Double jointed pinless knees. And normal boot articulation. So the normal 6, technically 7, but I didn't get the 7. Figures are good. The only disappointment I'd say is the black and gold Spider-Man. But we all know that Marvel Legends have Build-A-Figures, and this Build-A-Figure is Armadillo. And now when they revealed this, I was like, oh, really? They made an Armadillo? And then I saw it, and it looked awesome. So this is the base piece. You put the legs on. This is the right leg. Oh, it's hard. They need to make these Build-A-Figure pieces easier so I can... Oh, you'll hear a click. You'll hear a click. There you go. And now I'm going to put the arms in before you put in the over piece. Just like that. Now you put this piece in, it just kind of goes over and plugs in. Just like that. And then the head just pops right in. And this, I put it together already, but this looks awesome. It looks good. I like the different shading that they did here. It kind of gets brown and then kind of a reddish, brown, kind of reddish, brown, kind of reddish. Now, that being said, it's kind of plain besides that. But it doesn't matter. It still looks good. Nice, kind of white here and dark and like sandy color there. That's what the head sculpt looks like. And now this, I bet, will hinder articulation. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It doesn't. Okay, you can't do that if you want to keep this piece on. But yeah, the sculpting here is really good. You can see all the scales or kind of bumps are sculpted all over. He has nice clawing hands. And nice toenails. So you can kind of see the different color right there. Other than that, there's not much to it. I kind of went over all the details here. Can you get him in a ball? That's all that matters. Yes. Oh. This is the best you can do. Let's go over our articulation because some things intrigue me. How sometimes there's better articulation on Build-A-Figures. The head goes up. Not the best. It is a dumbbell joint. Down. Not the best. Tilt. Eh. Now I said the arm going out, that does not get hindered. The full 360 will pop it off. There's a bicep swivel with just a single jointed elbow, because he also wants to join the Dark Order. See, this wrist is loose, but it won't hinge for me. Dang, that sucks. Well, this one, yeah, that one hinges. So the wrist hinge and full swivel. There's a diaphragm joint, and I can feel this is a good diaphragm joint for a big figure. Look at that. So you can get that side to side, back, forward, and the legs go up. Look at that kick. Can go back and can go side to side. Full 360 for the thigh. Not full 360. The sculpting kind of stops it. Single jointed knee and normal ankle articulation. So this was the Spider-Man No Way Home. Wait. Again, 7 figures. There is another Spider-Man. The integrated suit is what I believe what it's called. Tom Holland Spider-Man. But I did not pick that up because I did not want to waste 20 bucks on a figure I probably wouldn't use. But this is a good set overall. You could skip out on a couple if you don't want him, like the black and gold, and wait till he goes on sale. But if not, pick up the whole wave and get Armadillo. Thank you for watching. Please tune in the next video.